Henry.
All right, guys, lesson 27 today, page 165. Make sure you start with your name at the top of the paper. I'll put mine. You guys put yours. Today we talked about horizontal, vertical, as well as curved scales. We said thermometers is one. We also said that sometimes a scale that you would weigh yourself on in the bathroom is another one. We're going to take a couple of those today, as well as a couple of division problems. Let's get started with number one on the front of this page. It says, on the first 3 days of their trip, the Smiths drove 408, 347, and 419 all together. So this one is lesson 11, where sometimes we have missing add-ins, but today they gave us all three of the add-ins, and you guys have to come up with the answer. So once we get it set up, I think that you can solve that on your own, and that label for that one is in miles. So I set it up for you, but you need to get that addition problem, and the adding is in miles. If you'd like to do it, just pause the video and then rejoin me. Otherwise, come back to it. Number two, it says, Tawan is 5 feet tall. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. How many inches is Tawan? Now, guys, it's actually asking you for groups of problem here, like we learned in lesson 17. We have 5 groups of 12 inches. He's got 5 feet on him, and each foot is worth 12 inches. So that's a multiplication equation there. 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 is 5, with 1 more is 6. 60 what? 60 inches. Alright, take a look at number 3. It says 15 minutes after the store opened, only 7 autographed footballs remained in the store. If the customers had purchased 27 autographed footballs during the first 15 minutes, how many autographed footballs were in the store when it opened? So we got opened, and then purchased, and then what's left. Okay, and we found out that the first thing, only 7 were left, so that's our answer. And the people purchased 27 of them, and it's a subtraction problem. So we got a missing number and a subtraction problem, and it's the first number. So we say first, add. So we're going to reverse this and add the 7 plus 27. 7 plus 7 is 14. Carry the 1 plus 2 is 3. 34. 34 what? Footballs. So the store started with 44 footballs. I always figured like Aaron Rodgers autographed football. People probably stood in line to get them. And boy, oh boy, in 15 minutes they had almost sold out. All right, number 4 is a pretty easy one. I just want to help you get it set up. Gabriel sold 9 cups of lemonade for 15 cents each. How much did she collect by selling lemonade? So we got $0.15 times her 9 glasses that she sold. Don't forget your dollar sign and decimal point in your answer to that one. I'm not going to solve it. I'll let you. But I would like to solve 6 for you. Long division, and it's going to have a remainder. We know that because it ends with a 4. But it's divisible by 5. And our divisibility of 5 says it's got to end in a 5 or a 0 to come out. So I'm guessing the remainder is going to be 4. Let's find out. Use our cover-up method here. How many times does 5 go into 8? And 5 goes into 8 one time. Oh, I'm going to put mine at the top of the pot. Sleepwalk, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, do it again. This is our long division note. Alright, well, 5 goes into 8 one time. Go across the multiplication corner. 1 times 5 is 5. Keep it all nice and lined up. Subtract 8 minus 5 is 3. Next step, bring down the 6. How many times does 5 go into 36? Divide. 5 goes into 36 7 times. Next step, multiply. 7 times 5 equals 35. When you subtract, you get 1. Bring down the 4. I'm sneaking down into number 9, but it'll be okay. How many times 5 go into 14? 2 times, and 2 times 5 is 10, and subtract, sure enough, my remainder is 4, just like I had predicted. 172, remainder 4, using our divisibility rule of 5. All right, long division, don't forget our 4 steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Do it again. Jump to number 10. Number 10 says the thermometer, this is from today's lesson, shows the high temperature for the day. The low temperature of the day was 13 degrees lower. So we got to figure this out here. Now, remember, we said we're always going to try 2 first and then try 5 or try 10. Let's go and try 2. 82, 4, 6, 8, 90. 82, 84, 86, 88, 90. It is going up by 2, 80, 82. So it is 82 degrees here in number 10, and that is Fahrenheit. And then it says the low temperature was 13 degrees lower. So we're going to set up a subtraction problem here. Cross out the 8, make it a 7. 12 minus 3 is 9. And 7 minus 1 is 6. For a total of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget your degrees Fahrenheit, and your degree is written smaller. Big 6, big 9, little tiny 0 for degree, and F for Fahrenheit. Jump to number 14. It says, to what number on the scale is the arrow pointing? Now look at their big, huge numbers. So let's try 50s, because that's what we learned today in our lesson practice. 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. They actually made that easy if we were paying attention during class today. Piece of cake. 350. 350 what? Doesn't say, so that's our answer. Alright guys, I want to check out number 18. It says, write the factors of 30. Remember when you write the factors of something, it's 30 equals. There's a lot of them for 30. It's 1 and 30. Does 2 go into 30? 15, 2 and 15. 3 go into 30? I'm not doing all these divisions for all of them. I'm going to use my math folder. Slide down to 3, hit 30, shoot it to the side. Sure enough, 10, 3, and 10. I'm working my way up. Does 4 go into 30? Slide down to 4. No 30. Slide down to 5. Yes, 5 and 6. Now when I write them in my answer key, I can do a lot neater than that. 30 equals 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. Whew. A lot of them for the factors of 30. Alright, I want to do 29 for you. This one you can always look up in your reference section too. What the fraction, not 3/10 is the equivalent to what decimal? And 3 in the 10th place is 0 and 3/10. That's exactly how you would read that one. 0 and 3/10. Alright guys, we knocked out a lot of them today. You got a bunch to do on your own. Check me out the Zoom call if you'd like any help. God bless the rest of your learning.